Hey guys, it's Cheyenne here with a reading for the collective. So there's no date because this is going to be like a timeless reading. I don't really know when I'll post it. I'll post it when I feel called to post it, you know what I mean? But this is for, I feel like it could be for a larger amount of the collective, but it feels very specific. So I keep pulling on this energy, that's like several readings I had there. This energy is coming back. This person who I kept pulling like the Fool card and the World card and the Wheel card. Like, the Wheel of Karma is turning in their favor now. And in order for that to do so, it's like something has to close out for something new to come in, right? And then the Fool, it's like they're letting go and they're letting God, and they're going to go for it, but like, so I was just sitting there chilling, hanging out, listening to YouTube. And all of a sudden I got a visual because in one of the videos here recently, I don't know which one, I'm comparing like people, and like when people are vibing at the same level, they're great. They can create this like little soul tie, this attachment, right? But like as one person, and they can be stuck in the same things, like they're both real judgmental, they're both real jealous, they're both very, very possessive of each other, like always watching each other on the maps or whatever, just really toxic, right? But as one person throws all of that away and they start elevating, in my mind, guys, it was like a grilled cheese, okay? And you cut it, you got your little square grilled cheese, you cut it at a diagonal, you got the two triangles, right? Well, there's these two triangles, and it's like, the grilled cheese, and one's moving up. And so what happens to that cheese? It stretches, right? But eventually it's going to split. It's going to, it's going to come apart. The further you move away, the further this person elevates, eventually that cheese is going to pop. It's going to snap. It's going to break, and whoever this is that's elevating, I feel I'm in your energy tonight, and it almost feels like you feel scared. You're scared for that cheese to break. You're scared for those soul ties to break because you feel like it's going to be so painful, not just for you, but for the other person. When you have to say, hey, listen, I'm not where you're at anymore. I mean, unless you want to get up here on my level and treat me as an equal, I just can't, I can't do this anymore. It's like it feels like when you're able to do that, it's going to be such a huge burden lifted off your shoulders, whoever you are. Right now, I feel your energy feels heavy. Like not heavy, depressed, but like heavy, weighed down by a huge decision. Right now, it feels like your energy is just, that cord is so tight that it's hard for communication to get through. It's hard for y'all to vibe doing anything because you're vibing up here, they're vibing down here. And so the things you want to do are totally on a different level than the things they want to do. You know what I mean? The things you want to talk about are on a totally different level than what they're wanting to talk about. And so it's so hard for you. It's a burden. That string being so tight is so burdensome because you're trying to balance everything out. You're trying to make everything work, but it's like maybe you don't realize that that's where you're at. You're up here, they're down here. You know what I mean? And it's not that they're a bad person. It's just they're vibing lower. You got rid of some of those things. You lightened your load. You got rid of judgment. You got rid of, maybe I'm using my own personal experience, but let's just say you got rid of judgment. You got rid of being a judgy ass bitch. You know what I mean? Sorry guys, I cuss a little. But you got rid of being like that. You got rid of, comparing yourselves to others. You got rid of being really possessive with your, partner. You got rid of that. You got rid of being like controlling in a way and very jealous. You got rid of all of that. And so as you're lightening your load and you're getting rid of all these things, you're moving on up. Okay. And they're still down here. They're still down here. And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like you feel heavy, like you feel burdened, you feel weighed down, because you're trying so hard. And it just feels like someone needs to tell you that, hey, you're vibing higher, they're vibing lower. There's not much you can do about that, hun. Not much you can do, unless you tell them and give them a chance to vibe a little higher, to let go of some of those things. If they can't, then you gave it your best shot. You know what I mean? If I'm the one to tell you that, I'm telling you that right now, man. I'm telling you that right now, So we're going to pull some energy for you. We're going to pull some cards for y'all. Whoever's in this energy, man. Whoever is in this energy. It just feels so heavy, Like you just don't know what to do. It's like you're scared to go any higher, and it feels like God's calling you to go higher. Like you've been through the hard stuff. It's time for level 11, or it's time for level 10, the wheel in the sky. Turn, baby, turn. Maybe you're on level 20. It's the world, Time to totally start a new book or a new chapter. Who knows? We're going to find out. So I got my little True Intention cards here. They're my new favorite deck. I like using these. They're fun. And I have a little card here. How is the collective feeling about this situation? Whoever this is, it's feeling heavy. It's like they're vibing way up here. Their partner's vibing way down here, So we're reading for the high vibing person, okay? Whoever you are. How are they feeling about this situation? This one wanted to come out, but it's like it didn't quite make it. Let's see what it is. Alright, thank you. Check in. I want to catch up. Make sure you're doing well and see where we stand. So see, it's like you want to communicate. You want to see, hey, like, is there any way you can come up here to my level so we can communicate again, so we can be best friends again, like maybe y'all just really fallen out of love. Maybe you feel like there's no empathy in this relationship, maybe. Yeah, if they're vibing lower than you, then they probably don't have any empathy. This is, I will provide emotional support and always try to understand you. So right now, you're not getting the emotional support you need. And this person is not understanding you. But hun, it's not because of you. In a way it is. It's because you're way up here and they're way down here. The communication frequency is on two totally different levels. You know what I mean? Like, there's no understanding you for this person because you're vibing way higher than they are, But, yeah, that's how you're feeling right now. And you don't feel like they emotionally support you. Well, they can't because they're down there. Oh. But you're staying positive. Your intentions are pure. And I want only to elevate and improve your life. Yeah. You're trying to help them You're trying to help them elevate. You're trying to help them. You're checking in with them. You're trying to elevate. You're dropping little clues here and there. But you're not seeing any action, maybe, you know? I don't know. Yeah, welcome in reverse. Offer an open door, a warm invitation to step into a space where you are embraced and valued. Yeah, you're not feeling embraced. You're not feeling valued. Because they're vibing way lower than you are, honey. You're not down there on their level. They can't welcome you to a level that you're not on. You know what I mean? It'd have to be you welcoming them to your level, you know. Yeah. Yeah, see, you're creating a safe space for them. I accept and respect you for who you are and ask only for the same in return. You know, you've created a safe space for them, you know, to level up, you know, to ask you questions. You're there to help them, you know. Dishonesty. I will withhold information from you for my own benefit. Yeah, you feel that that's how they are. They're very dishonest. Because they're vibing lower, man. And here we have friendly on the side. So it's like y'all aren't friends. I mean, y'all can't even be friends because you're not even vibing on the same level. You know what I mean? I come with warmth and good intentions, bringing joy and light to your life. Yeah, you don't feel like this person's doing that. I'm going to put that in reverse so we'll remember. Yeah, negative. I'm hiding my true intentions and I don't actually care about your well-being. That's on the side, so you don't know whether or not to trust their intentions. You don't know whether they actually do care about your well-being, you know? Alright, I'm going to line those up here on the top. I mean, at the top. Anyway, at the front of my desk. Okay. If you want to get technical, which I am. I'm a Libra. I like to be technical. But anyway, check in. Goodbye. See, you're trying to help them. But it's like the moment has come to part ways. Our paths are diverging and it's time to let go. Unfriendly. Alright, guys. You know, let's pull an oracle. This one, I don't know why this one's calling to me. Let me get the book out first so I can get the deck out easier. Angel Guide. I love this deck. Angel Guide Oracle by Kyle Gray. Alright, for the collective. Yeah, you're just vibing on a different level, man. You're healthy, you know? And then you have this person who's not, you know? And you don't... You don't know whether to take it as... Oh my gosh, that was weird. That was like a pop. Maybe you're going to just discover something. Like, out of the blue, just aha moment. Oh, I bent my cord. That's not good. Which card did I bend? Cut the freaking cord. You got to be kidding me. Look at that. That card, like, bent when I was shuffling. Cut the cords, yeah. That's what y'all are going to have to do. Yeah, I was looking at this when this happened. Negative and positive, you know, it's like your negatives are positive and theirs, your intentions are positive, their intentions are negative, you know, and it's like positive, and it's like what I was talking about, like being on a different frequency, being on a different levels, you know? It's like you're up here, you're creating safe space for everyone, and they're down here, you know, and they don't have empathy, and they're not being friendly. They're dishonest. They're a negative Nancy, you know, they're pessimistic. They're not very welcoming, you know. You need to cut the cords. I'm leaving that out here, my poor bent cord. I cannot believe I bent that. But that one really wanted to come out. Didn't you, Mr. Cut the Cords? Romance, cut the cords to what? Romance and connection. Yeah, I hate to say that, you know, but I feel like for this person, that's the only, yeah, blessings and abundance, sacred plan. It's all part of the sacred plan, you know. You're not surrendering, you know. You're not going to surrender to this person who doesn't have compassion, you know. Because you've had spiritual growth. Okay, I'm going to read that one. That's the one that wanted to come out, by George. Cut the freaking cords. You know, that's what I keep feeling. It's like you just need to do it. You need it. Oh, guys, I am so sorry. I know I announced, wow, I still have the unicorn card up there. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Well, I'm going to leave it up there, man, for y'all's reading. But I apologize. I meant to say thank y'all so much for your likes, your comments, your shares, for subscribing to my channel. I truly appreciate it. I don't know if I said that. If I didn't, I apologize. And if y'all haven't already subscribed, feel free, you know, to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Once I get to 100, I'm going to do a live reading for the collective. We'll see what we get. You know, my readings are so weird and so random. Sometimes they are, like tonight. It's just sometimes I just get these messages and I just feel really called to come and see what's going on, you know, see if I can get an answer for this person, you know, who just feels kind of stuck to something that they no longer want to be stuck to, you know. All right, cut the cords. In spirituality, let me put that in the middle. In spirituality, cords, I'm going to move. Hold on, guys. Let me rearrange myself. Make sure y'all are comfortable. In spirituality, cords are the energetic bonds that connect us to a situation, person, or place. There are different types of cords, but in this context, they are connections to situations or people that can have a negative and draining effect upon us. We can also create a negative cord when we have an expectation of the outcome of a situation, especially when it is outside our control. So, this is an important time for you to release any attachments to people, places, situations, outcomes, or anything else that could be limiting your experience of joy. Angels are wrapping you in a light of love so that you can lovingly detach from situations that could be draining, dramatic, or damaging your health or purpose. Let me get a quick drink and I'll read the rest of it. My throat was getting dry. Okay. If you are finding yourself hanging on in a situation you know is unhealthy or negative, angel wisdom is encouraging you to call upon the help you need to release yourself from it. Know that angels are guiding you to surrender the need to direct and control at this time, so you can welcome in the spiritual support that is available to you. When you ask your angels to support you in cutting the cords, they will help dissolve the connections that are hooking you into a negative situation. You have to do your part too by removing yourself from harmful and draining situations. If you have any questions regarding a situation, relationship, or outcome at this time, know that you are being guided to find a new way forward, as it will be more rewarding and replenishing for you. Ultimately, cutting the cords is an act of self-care. and self-love. Let me see if there's something on the other page. Okay, that's it. Wow. That's what you're doing. It's kind of like you're hanging on. You know, these strings, you know, it's like you could cut them, but it's like you're choosing to let them fray and just get worn smooth out to where there's like one little thread hanging, you know, which is, it's not good. That's not good at all, guys. You need to call upon the help. You need to release yourself from it. Okay. Let's get some tarot. I haven't used my favorite tarot deck in a while. The Light Seers. So I'm going to use it. Oh. Yeah, cut the cords, Queen of Swords. You gotta, cut the cords. Yes, Queen of Swords. That rhymes. Okay, that's cool. You've got a sword right there, man. Use it. Cut that cord, you know. I know it's going to be hard, you know. That can't be easy. It's always hard to say goodbye to people, you know. Make a plan. Even if you run into conflict, make a plan. Make a plan. You daydreaming? That's part of making a plan, is daydreaming, I think. Yeah, definitely listen, tune in, meditate. Think of new ideas, new creative ideas. Maybe you have one. Yeah. You're using your intuition. That's good. That's really good. King of Cups, is that who you are? Am I talking to a dude? Or am I talking to more of a feminine? I don't know. I'm just going to say you. This is a collective reading, though. He could be a she, she could be a he. You're wishing for a cup of love, the ultimate love, unconditional love. Oh my. You may be wishing for that. Or maybe you're wishing to take somebody a love offer. Because you want that cup. Yeah, you may be walking away. Okay, let's just cut the cards. I love doing that, but you know, we're at 22 minutes. 23 now. Okay. Yeah. For the collective, cut the cords. I'm going to move these cards over. I'm going to do a cross and staff for y'all. I know it's already 22 minutes in, but this may go pretty long, guys. But I just I want to try to help this person as much as I can. I really do. Whoever this is, I just really feel like it would be better answered if there's a cross and staff, you know, because you get to look at the recent past, the current energy, and the near future, and you can kind of see what's going on, what's going to happen, you know what I mean, how it's going to play out. All right, for the collective. So they're needing to cut some cords with someone, dear Heavenly Father. Whoever this is that's needing to cut some cords. For all of the ones out there who are needing to cut cords. What's in their current energy? Thank you. Page of Cups. So maybe someone is wanting to bring you a new love offer. Oh, those two cards were stuck together. Oh, man. Right now, you're not wanting to cut the cords. It's like you just can't, you know? Maybe y'all have like a kid together. It's like you're trying to balance everything out, even though you want to run away. Yeah, this could be like you and your kid. You know, you don't want to cut the cords because y'all have a kid who's maybe still in school. You know what I mean? And so you don't really want to cut the cords just yet because, well, you want them to have like a good school year. You know, I guess. I don't know. Summer's coming up. I'm sorry, guys. Just saying. Just saying, you know, that could be, you know, that makes me think of summertime. But no, I feel like you're trying to balance everything out right now. You know, it's like you're just waiting for the right time to say go. You're waiting for God to say go. You don't feel like it's the right time right now. Maybe you are waiting for a love offer. Oh my gosh, from a King of Swords. That's your mate, you know. That's your divine, holy cow, intuition. It's like you're waiting for them to receive a message to bring you a love offer. You're waiting for them to go through. You're waiting for them to elevate up to your level, you know? And it's like they're trying. Can y'all see those little things? It's like they're trying to elevate. They're trying, you know? You want them to go through the dark night of soul so they can go on this journey with you, you know? It's like, what choice are they going to make? Are they going to take that journey, you know? Okay, let's find out what's challenging y'all right now. What's challenging the collective right now? What's their challenge? Oh, thank you. Your path. It's like, you know, you've got to cut the cords so you can... I told y'all earlier. Thank you, dear Heavenly Father, for clear messages. But yeah, like earlier, like, you know, the message was, it felt like, you know, you were leveling up, you were fixing to level up again, but you're scared because you know that when you do, it's going to make these cords snap that you have connected to somebody who's vibing on a lower level, you know, and that's exactly what it is. That's what your challenge is. It's like God's wanting you to level up. He's showing you the way, you know. This could also represent marriage. But to me, it's a level up, yeah. A new creative level, you know. One that's full of possibilities, man. And friendships. You're going to find kindred spirits on this level. Oh my gosh, you may find a divine union on this level. Yeah, that's very justified. It's like your good karma's coming in. It is a divine union. Holy cow. Harvest, yeah. That's what God is bringing y'all. But you just got to level up. You've got to decide to... It's going to be hard. You know that when you go up, these little cords are still attached to this person that you have these souls tied to. They're just going to go pop like a rubber band. And yeah, they may pop at you and they may hurt you like a rubber band popping, you know. But, man, once you decide to do it, look at that. It's karmic justice, man. It's karma. It's good karma, you know. A divine union. Two empaths coming together. Who are probably like best friends. You know, they feel like very best friends. They can create together. They're both so creative. They're both on the same level. They're both maybe very spiritual. They may both be on their, spiritual journeys around the same time. Like for a couple of years or whatever. But yeah. This is cool. I want to keep those cards because that's so pretty. All right, let's see what your challenge is. Yeah. You just want things to be reciprocated, and they're not. And they're not because you're up here and they're down here. So they're going to give you things in this level. You know what I mean? And you're going to be giving gifts in this level, which are far greater than gifts in this level. You know what I mean? Like, people who are vibing higher, they're more empathetic. They're more considerate. They know what unconditional love is. They have all these gifts to give, of unconditional love. Their concern, they are self-sacrificing lovers. They will, literally lay down and let people walk on them if that meant that person, would be okay, and they love that person. They would take a bullet for them. You know what I mean? Like that kind of love. That's all they want. That's all you want. That's all you want. You're vibing up here. You're empathetic. You're positive. You are a safe space. You're just wanting that for yourself. You're just wanting the same thing for yourself. And ask only for the same in return. That's your challenge. That's all you ask is for things to be reciprocated. Reciprocity. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Anyway, you're just wanting things to be reciprocated, things to be equal give and take. That's your challenge. It's not. And you don't know how to make him up there on your level, And I really do feel like your challenge is to go on that path, man. To, elevate. I really do. What's in their subconscious for the collective? Subconscious. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm going to get those. You feel like a message is coming? I'm going to put these like this. Yeah. You're trying to make things balanced. Oh, let me find all these cards. Yeah, I felt some hit my hip when they fell. Oh man, your subconscious. Temporary hardship. You've been in this for a hot minute. You've been feeling this way for a hot minute. And it's not because of you. It's because that person cannot give you what you need. They don't know how to give unconditional love. They don't know how to give things equally. They don't know how. Yeah. It's not your fault. This other person needs to learn how to get on a higher level. Yeah. It's like you just want him to be your emperor, You want to be able to turn away from all the bullshit, all the deception, yeah, because, right now you may be feeling like, woe is me, because you're here, man. You've had so much freaking crap going on behind your back. You know what I mean? You just want someone who's stable, someone who's vibing at your own level, You know what I mean? Emperor, Empress, they vibe on the same level. You know, we saw the Empress on the bottom of the deck. So it's like, that's what you're wanting. You're wanting things to be reciprocated, but they're not. So you're like, woe is me. Walking away from all this crap. Or it's like, it's going to be a painful ending, you know? That could also represent a painful ending. Yeah, in your subconscious, you know, maybe about this fast-moving message. Maybe from work. Maybe about a job. Yeah, because look, 7 of Pentacles. You're going to be able to lay down your burdens when you get this job. Yeah, 5 of Cups. So that's sad. And that's grief, loss. Maybe some things you have to lay down, you're gonna feel lost because you had to lay those things down to take this brand new opportunity. But look at that. Oh my gosh. The Truth and the Sun. Yeah, things are going to be very clear. Oh my gosh. You're going to have boundaries. Oh, a Cup of Love, the Moon. Oh, the Chariot. Hey, that's Cancer twice. I mean, the Moon always makes me think of Cancer, but that's the Cancer card. Because, you know, the Moon, it rules Cancer. It also makes me think of Pisces. Yeah, anyway. Gosh, I could do that forever. I like doing that. But anyway. Looking through all of them, seeing if we see any little stories. Alright, for the collective, for their recent past. Okay. Yeah. Something painful broke your heart. Painful heartbreak. Yeah, because somebody was sneaking around and fooling around on you. They got them another Cup of Love. Sneaky, sneaky energy, lying, cheating, stealing. About maybe, you know, this could mean like marriage and stuff like that. They could have created a soul tie. You know, like some people, you know, think of like sexual intercourse as like a soul tie, like the same thing as like a marriage, you know. And yeah, I get that. I totally agree. But anyway, it's like someone went off and did that. They snuck around and they created snuck around and they had an affair in the recent past. That's what made them vibe on a lower level. Doing that shady kind of shit. That'll make you vibe on a lower level. You just won't be on the level of the people who don't cheat and don't lie. We vibe higher, don't we, y'all? But guess what? It may be heartbreaking, but it's going to be a brand new cycle for you. You're going to be all up in the money. Hello? Strong, independent female. Ooh, you may have someone who secretly desires you. You don't even know because you don't even see him. You're looking at the money on the tree. Your Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, for the collective, what's in their consciousness? What are they aware of right now? Thank you. Ooh-wee. Y'all are aware of a lot. Your third eye is lit. You're full of all sorts of creative expressions. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. This guy that you're with could be a King of Pentacles, a Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So he could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, right? He's a great guy, you know, he's a fatherly dude, he's, you know, but he's got these toxic things about him. he's got these things that maybe he's stuck in, like maybe he's really possessive still and jealous and controlling. He could, manipulate you in ways that you don't even know. He manipulates you, It's like y'all have been together for a very long time. You may have had children together that are now grown up and they're adults. Your children are now adults. He's got the gray hair. It's like y'all have been together for a long time, but during this entire time, he's always had the control of this entire relationship. And that's what you're aware of now. You're aware of all of his red flags. How he just can't vibe on the same level you can, Like I said, sometimes people just need to be adult about things like that and be like, hey, listen, we're not vibing on the same level anymore, unless you can vibe up here where I'm at and stop being so jealous and freaking controlling, we're just going to have to call it quits, and then they part ways and everything's cool. I don't understand why that can't happen, But no, the person who's vibing on a lower level, they're going to be all up in their ego. Because when you're vibing on a lower level, you allow your ego control you. You do not control your ego. It's got a hold of you. Yeah. And so that's like where, whoever you're with, that's where they're at. Yeah. You just want them to awaken. You want them, Yeah, because it breaks your heart. It breaks your heart. You don't want to let the other shoe fall. You don't want them to experience all their bad karma. You know that on that level, they're going to have a lot of bad karma. Maybe you've already experienced some of yours. And so, yeah, now you have elevated. You're on a higher level. You're like, yeah, I know that was my karma. And some karma I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life. That's how I feel about my cancer. It's probably bad karma for my freaking temper. All right, for the collective in the near future. What do you want them to know about the near future? Oh, you got somebody on the fence wanting to bring you a love offer, I think. Let's see, Page of Cups. I'm not real good with the pages. I'm better with the knights, but Page of Cups. Happy surprise. A dreamer sensitivity. So it could be someone, thinking about bringing you a love offer. It's young right now. It's not real well thought out. They're a dreamer type. Maybe they're dreaming of bringing you a love offer. Maybe they're dreaming of bringing you a happy surprise. Yeah, you got friendship. Queen of Cups. We already had the Hierophant down there, so I don't know if that's still... Yeah, those are still the same cards. Alright, for the collective. What's going on? How is the collective feeling about this situation? We gotta cut some cords with somebody. Yeah. It's just keeping you up at night, because it's going to break their heart. Yeah. Queen of Swords reverse. Yeah, she don't want to be with this King of Swords anymore. It's like she wants to release and let go. Look, here's all her cords. They're like attached to him, And it's like she's just barely hanging on. She needs to let that cord just fall to the ground and go off, man. That's like what you're feeling right now. It's like you're just barely hanging on to a string, and it's driving you crazy. Alright, for the collective, someone in their energy, how are they feeling about this situation? Someone in the collective environment. Yeah, thank you. Maybe they're on the same path you are, holy cow. It's a different person. It's that King of Cups we saw earlier with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's like when you elevate, maybe they want a marriage with you. Maybe they want something long-term with you. I don't know. But it's like when you elevate, when you you're on the brink of going on to a whole nother level. And it's like once you go on that whole nother level, you're going to be given, yeah, what did I tell you, man? Like brand new ideas, full of them, full of creative ideas and possibilities. You may be holding on to your purse real, your heart, holding on to your heart, protecting it because you had to walk away from something that made you feel trapped, but finally you got the fire under your butt to do it, Oh, but yeah. Oh man, maybe this love offer is going to cause a tower. So whoever's in your energy, yeah, it could be this man who feels he cares about you, All right, for the collective hopes and fears, we need to cut the cords. Hopefully they're hoping for yeah, it's like you're just sitting there like planning it all out, daydreaming, you may be a little scared of this change. You may be fearful of this change. You may be trying to play it safe and plan it all out. It may be kind of fearful because you're going to have to leave home to do this. You're going to have to leave home. Or someone is. Maybe you're looking for them. But look, here's another two. It's like you're scared to make this choice. To go on this new level, to level up. You are scared. It's like a painful decision. You fear it's going to make you go through the dark night of the soul again. But you're strong. You're not going to go all the way down there into that deep, dark depression. You're going to be lit up, man. You're going to be like, I know how to do this. I know how to operate this. I'm awakened. Been there, done that. See, I'm a battle-wounded soldier. My third eye's lit. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah. All right, guys and gals. For the collective, what's the potential outcome? Yeah, the sun. I don't know why the sun came out sideways. Yeah, the dang. Well, we went through the whole deck, so yeah, the Hierophant's going to be on the bottom again. Oh, but let's just cut it to see. Oh yeah, 10 of Cups. Let's see what's under there. 10 of Cups. Oh, good luck. The Moon, dreams, boundaries, unconditional love, growing something, building something. Yeah. Ooh-wee. So potential outcome. Wow. It's like you're laying your burdens down. You're walking away. You may be walking This may be you. This may be your energy. You may be like, you know, you're done. You're ready to walk away, you know. You're like, see you, bye. I burned that bridge. Yeah, he just got through burning the bridge, man. And look, there's the torches. He just grabbed one of those and he burned that bridge for you. He said, you're not going back, baby girl. You're not going back this time. Yeah, because things were not happy for you there, you know. The sun. It's like you may be feeling down. You know, it was on sideways. In reverse, the sun is like, it represents the inner child, feeling down or overly optimistic. In the upright, it's positivity, fun, warmth, success, vitality, enlightenment. And so for your outcome, it's like with it being sideways, it's like you don't want to feel overly optimistic about anything just yet. You know, it's like you don't want to feel overly optimistic about anything just yet. Even though I feel like really good things are coming, man. Really good things. I'm going to put that card right there. What's the time? 51:35. Yeah. So, let's do some tea cards. All right, for the collective, can we get some tea, please? Yeah, because this is a pretty clear message, guys. You got someone, let's just reiterate, okay? So, like, you're in this Queen of Swords in reverse energy, Page of Swords reverse energy. You know, it could be you and your child, and y'all are going to have to leave a situation, possibly with this King of Swords, because that would be a pair, but with her being in reverse, it's divorced, you know. You're still trying to balance everything out, but you really want to get away. And when you do get away, you're going to have to get away quickly, okay? All you've ever wanted was something reciprocated, but that's your challenge. It's never been reciprocated. You see that now. You see it very clearly, you know, even though maybe you don't want to, or no, I feel like that's about those over there. It's like you just, yeah. But yeah, here in your, you know, what's in your subconscious, it's like you've just, oh my gosh, Emperor, and then the King of Wands, Aries, and then that's it, a fire sign. So maybe in your subconscious you can feel this person. That's crazy. It's like you can feel that person that's going to be in your potential outcome. But right now it's like you're just feeling in despair. You're feeling pessimistic. You're like daydreaming for somewhere else, anywhere else, because you're so tired of all the deceit, all the betrayal, all the gossip and the bad mouth and the lying, the cheating, the stealing that's been going on behind your back. You're tired of it, okay? You're tired of it. You're worn smooth out. You are tired. You're exhausted from it. You know, maybe this person drains you, you know? Yeah, and that could be, if this is the person who's been your burdens, you know, this fire sign energy, you know, if that's who's burdening you, you know what I mean? You got so many masculine energies here. You've got, and I don't know if they're all the same person, they just act differently, you know, because what you're aware of is this King of Pentacles, who you feel, you know, like soul brother, soul sister, best friend. Y'all could have had children together that are now adult children. you know, y'all have a marriage, but then there's like this manipulation going on. So, you know, it's like you finally see his red flags. Emperor down here, it's like that's the energy that he was in when he was betraying you, you know, and he could have done like a lot of those things when he was at work, maybe. I don't know. And here it's like, yeah, it's like this the person, I mean, this is who you're wanting to cut cords with, you know. It's like you're hanging on to them, but you want to let go. You know, because you know maybe this King of Cups person in your energy, you know. I'm going to say we might need to clarify, but it's already been 55 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, it's like he had something going on in the recent past. He did, or you did. Someone had some sneakiness going on in a marriage, you know. Lying, cheating, stealing going on. And so I really feel like it could be that Emperor. But, you know, this could be that she's laying down her burdens and she's walking toward this King of Wands, or he is the burden that she's laying down, you know, because she finally sees things clearly. All right. Let's get y'all some tea. Whoa. We're the collective. Yeah, they want to talk. Is that all you want to say? Okay, thank you. Fire. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Yeah, we saw a lot of fire in this reading. You know, we got the Emperor, got the King of Wands, we got the Wands. We got Wands over here. Yeah, the Four of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Yeah, I'm telling you guys. That's why we left this card out here. Trust your intuition. Okay? Trust your intuition. Yeah. Great personal sorrow. Yeah. Yeah, someone in your near future could be, you know, with it sideways, they could be, throwing like fits in your near future. Someone could be acting like a man-child. Horse, short journey. Yeah, I feel like there is going to be a journey. Hope, a fear. There's a journey. Either way, pay attention to your health. Yeah. Not unsuccessful plans. Inkpot, problems to be resolved. Yeah, you're going to find a way to cut these cords. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. Heck yeah. Once you cut those burdens off, you get rid of anything that's burdening you. A period of ill health, depression. Oh, pay attention to your mental health, guys. Yeah, because if you got someone who's manipulative, yeah, definitely pay attention to your mental health, okay? Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Yeah, I guarantee you they'll try to make you stay, but they're going to have unsuccessful plans, okay? And then flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah, do not be tempted, man, to lower your standards. All right, those are good messages. Let's get y'all some dice. for the collective. Got zodiac signs, planets, numbers for the collective. Please and thank you. Alright. Oh, we got Libra, which we saw the King of Swords, Queen of Swords out here. Oh, and now we have Aquarius. We have Leo. We have Pisces. We have the Moon. We have Taurus. We have North Node, which is Pisces. We have Neptune, which is Pisces. We have Saturday. We have Uranus, which is, I think, the planet that rules Aquarius. I don't know. I may be wrong. Oh my, we got 9, guys. Oh wait, we got Mercury too. But look at that, y'all got 999. Y'all may be seeing that angel number 999. I don't know. I'm gonna put that right under those teardrops. And then we have 5 and 10. Ooh, conflict, and then 10 is the completion of a cycle, you know? Cool. All right, now we've got signs, symbols, and synchronicities, please, for the collective. Yeah, look at that. You got fish. I saw a lot of water up in here with the Pisces and the Neptune and the North Node. So you could have fish in your chart. You could have red hair, or someone you know has red hair, someone you're dealing with. Yeah, you got a control freak, man. Man, there's the carrot. Yeah, someone could be a carrot top. Someone is very mystical. Someone is very intuitive. I'm telling you. Someone's very intuitive. Probably this King of Cups. They're very intuitive people. The water signs. But yeah, y'all have a control freak out here. You have someone wanting to move forward towards you. That horse, the short journey. And the 2 of Wands. But it's like, whatever it is, it's coming in very slowly. Okay? So maybe that's something you're hoping for. But it's coming slowly. Just have patience, okay? But it's like, y'all got this control freak out here who's spreading rumors, who's spreading gossip, okay? And they could be spying on you, or you could like to look at the stars, okay? You could have dentures. You could work for law enforcement, okay? But I don't feel like that's what's going on here. I feel like there is a very controlling person. You are now seeing their red flags. You know, the devil. It's like you're now seeing their red flags, that they're very controlling. They may be very controlling. They could be very manipulative. They're, you know, like spreading false things about you, spreading lies, spreading gossip. You know, 10 of swords. You know, that's a lot of deception behind your back. They could be spying on you. We did see the Page of Swords reverse. So, like, someone may be spying on you at the moment, because that Page of Swords can represent a spy, a private eye, you know. But yeah, this person needs to be, you need to cut whatever cords you have to them. They need to be knocked out, like, you know, little David and Goliath, you know. I really feel like it's that person right there. It's like now you see their red flags, you know. So yeah, you need to definitely cut some cords. You're vibing on a way higher level. You're vibing on a higher level, honey. They're vibing down here, you know. You're not going to have clear communication. They're not going to be able to understand you. It's like you're speaking a foreign language. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to release and let go with love, you know. Yeah. I feel like this message is for someone out there. Maybe a few people, you know. But, yeah. If this resonates, give me a thumbs up, please. I'd appreciate it. Give me a heart. I'd appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. Whenever I post this, I don't know, but this message just came to me, you know, of this person. So I really hope that this helps. I pray that this helps someone out there. God bless y'all. Until next time. See you. Bye.